But yeah, no, art. We have Summer Quest open, but of course, you didn't put batteries in your mouth as a kid. No. The thing I did as a kid, was, oh shoot, I don't have the right layer for this. But the thing I did as a kid, is that I would, so like prongs. Welcome on the Seed Wolf. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Like like plugs, where it'd be like I would grab both ends of the metal bits, and I would be like, wow, this is weird. My hand feels fuzzy. Because I created a fucking short circuit through my hand that 120 volts was going through. Welcome on, Brianna. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. But yeah, no. That was my particular failure to understand technology. Wow. Zeph, you fucking licked the batteries. Oh, god damn it. I need to figure out... Hold up. Okay, time for me to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna... Okay. Okay, so it comes down to shoulder. Is there... There is no segment between... Okay. What's up, Crisp?
We're the rats.
Sent you the exact taste of all my sonas. Do tell me your thoughts on it when you have a moment.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If you have a Sona flavor, that's Vorny. That is Vorny. All of your Sonas taste like a Monster Americano. I mean, that's very bizarre. That's a bizarre flavor to choose. Okay. I have to, unfortunately, kind of try my hand at doing this. But how was everyone's weekends? Hopefully you had a nice one. I went to a local like garden slash it's a local garden and art museum, and it was actually kind of really cool. It's cool going to art museums now, because I can very much like see and experience and like get a better sense for like how these artists are approaching their work. I imagine that the TikTok furry PB tastes like peanut butter and jelly as per Sona. I mean, yeah, some people have like obvious, they have obvious flavorings. I definitely know if you get this is I actually came about this information unwillingly. Like I was just like told this against my will, that apparently like anyone who gets their Sona drawn in like if you get your Sona drawn in a bowl of noodles, that's like basically the pineapple of people who are into vor. Like pineapple is like a sign of like someone who's a swinger. I saw a movie after going for long walkies. Heck yeah. What the fuck is going on here? But I did nothing. Our museums during the summer is nice since it's well cool inside for sure. But it was art museum, and of course like they had a garden in the back, which was very, very lovely. Like it's definitely cool like to go to an art museum now as someone who does art, because like you like once you get like a kind of an idea for like the process a little bit better. Zit said when drawing my Sona orange creamsicle. Fair enough. I mean, that does make sense, because you have the orange and the white. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, wouldn't you like to know how I taste, weather boy? Okay, I'm kind of forced to guess. My guess is that it's kind of like around here. Is about where the white starts.
Rats, we're rats, we're the rats.
What's up, Crisp?
Fun fact, StarkyMorph tastes as good as he smells. Really fucking horrible.
Why are you like this? Why are you like this, Zeph? Who hurt you? Who hurt you that you must constantly call me stinky? But yeah, no. It's nice to turn my brain off, look at art, and think about things. Oh, for sure. Like that's definitely like in my mind the handiest part of the art experience. Was like just like because to some degree, like the thought that occurred to me the most is like I wonder looking at like the art other people made, because like I feel like every artist is like hyper aware of the ways that like their art could have improved. And I'm wondering like what they saw that they're like, this is a problem, but I can't really go back and fix it. God damn it. Fine. Okay. There we go. Actually, yeah, okay. So it is. I mean, there's like a kind of mottled brown on the actual hand itself, but no. Yeah, like so largely Sunday was just hanging out with my mom, went to go get groceries after going to the art museum, and then wait, that was Saturday. Saturday was doing those two things, and then Sunday was what was Sunday? Sunday was like just staying in and cooking. Honestly, I feel like my life's like very, very boring right now. It's like it's boring and exhausting. Welcome on NPC. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Because like I continued the job search, which like I feel like is taking up such a substantial portion of my time. I need to find some time to do some like writing off stream as well as some writing on stream. I think I'm gonna set tomorrow as like my first writing day. Welcome on Unbigo. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Oh, so you're prepared for your 30s. I've always been told I'm an old soul. So that doesn't surprise me that I'm already like a decade ahead. But yeah, I'm just, I'm just doing the best that I can these days. What's up, Crisp?
The best part of the job search process is the 3 mics harder lemonades I drink throughout the process to cope with the pain of job searching in 2025.
It's not a great experience. I very heavily agree with you there. I think if I were given the chance to do just about anything, like, to be fair, like, it is a process, so like, I can't get too beat up on myself about making no progress, but oh god, what is happening here? It's like a weird sickly kind of outline. I mean, yeah, no. The search continues. It will continue until eventually I get somewhere. When that happens, who knows? I mean, yeah, no, like largely I'm just continuing down that path and hoping it leads somewhere. Welcome on in, Saber. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. Good, a shout out for Saber Big Cat. How you holding up, you Sweet Bean? We are vibing today. We're doing some art. Currently working on finishing up this piece because I got all of the like I got all of the shading and stuff done, but I need to. Nope, that's not the right layer. I need to actually finish up all the the odds and ends. So my brother graduated from college this spring and has been struggling to find a job as well. It is actively like one of the worst job markets I think the world has ever seen. So that doesn't surprise me. I mean, to be fair, like, let's see. The first time I searched for a job, it took me like 10 months to find something. That's not fair. It was 8 months. The second time was like 11 months. So, you know, not a great time to be a job, applicant. Okay. But yeah, I was welcome on a Rish. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. It doesn't really surprise me, unfortunately, that I saw the new Knights of Guinevere pilot and it's pretty solid. I don't think I've heard of that. Uh, okay, so question. So there's like it's around it, but not quite. Okay, I see. It's from the creators of Owl House's a new indie series. Interesting. I'm glad that the Owl House person found new work. I've heard very good things about Owl House, even though I've never seen it. And even if I have heard certain very, very mixed opinions about certain characters, mostly the fucking owl, Hootie. Apparently Hootie is very much the kind of character that you either really love or absolutely despise. Oh, Glitch's latest series? Okay, interesting. I actually love a lot of Glitch shows. I've been really enjoying Amazing Digital Circus. All right. There we go. Lego Ida. I despite refuse to watch Owl House, as it made looking at Owl give something 10 or a pain in the ass. Understandable. Again, see the very contentious opinions around the character of Owly. Or sorry, Hootie. I found a camera job at the start of the year, but you got to fight for the position. I was so pissed because it was in the span of 3 months. I worked 3 shifts. I cussed out the owner and canceled my contract for wasting my time. It actually, it genuinely feels like, companies have forgotten how to be professional nowadays. You know? Which sucks. Mostly, like, and the big reason I would even be like, the big reason I'm even looking is that way, like, I have something to like kind of help buoy like, a moving, a moving visa, trying to get somewhere in Canada. Mostly, like, Ontario is the most likely location just based off of like logistics. I probably should take a look at certain other places though. Welcome on in Killer Snake. Lord, glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Another police says Starky has no interest in Calgary, Edmonton, and Lethbridge, for they're in the most cursed province. Listen, I'm trying to escape America. I'm not trying to go back to America to Canadian Boogaloo. Thank you for the check-in, Killer Snake. But yeah, just a lot of stuff. Life is a pain in the ass. Oh, relaxing after work and class. Are you? I'm holding up all right. Just just trying to finish up this piece, which hopefully. Oh, Wolfman, thanks for the follow. Welcome to live chat. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Hopefully, this will be the final the final day of working on this. I've gotten so very, very tired Don't get me wrong, I think the piece is turning out relatively well, but I am getting a little like, please, for the love of God, free me from this fucking this eternal torment I've placed myself into. PubMut, yeah. It's working on something in private. It's basically like a gift art. Welcome on, Casper. How's that have you, Sweet Bean? Hold up. Do I need to bring the fucking, oh god damn it. Okay. That's fine. It is a little bit haphazard the way that I'm handling the painting. I'm aware that the coloring is not maybe necessarily like, cause ideally I would like to make it so that way that like each of the you know, each of the color shifts is accompanied by different line art. Welcome on in, DA. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Give me a show for DA. I'm excited for the return Friday. For those who don't know, DA been a bit of a has taken a little bit of a break from streaming. Is coming back Friday, and I having seen some of the stuff is gonna be, there's gonna be a lot of new stuff to enjoy. Next time a lead poison microplastic riddled little asshole says you youngsters have it easy back in my day, I'm gonna rip them a new ass crack. You know what? Understandable. I've been very secretive. Yeah. What I can say is that all of it is super duper fun, so go give them a follow. If you like, assuming you somehow know about me but don't know about DA. You know, that's the funny thing about shutting out like my friends, where like, you know, they're like 10 20 times the size of I am, and I'm like, why am I shutting you out? It's like there's one person in my chat who, like, statistically speaking, knows about me but does not know about your art. But hey, if that one person shows up, then that's great. Okay. You gotta paint the fingertips, but okay. Time to work on the other shoulder. Oh god, why? I like, isn't the whole point to make things easier for the young next generation? Yes. Yes, that is like more or less the implied point of humanity. Okay. Also, I just realized I need to hold on. I need to keep an eye on. Nope, never mind. Okay. But yeah, no. It's just like, it's just bizarre, you know? It actually makes me wonder how anything gets done anymore, because there are no jobs. I guess to be fair, like we had like some like record bad like job revisions down. It's like the job numbers were looking bad, and then they revised them down by a record amount. And it's like, well, you know, bad time to be. Would not recommend anyone to be during this time. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Now we just gotta do the other hand. Let's see. The other hand, luckily the legs are hidden behind pants. I do have to do the beans still, but that's relatively easy. And then from there, I think it's just the background, and of course the tattoos. Kill me. Kill me later. I swear to God, it actually, you know... Well, come on, Tommy. It's gonna have you, Sweet Bean. I mean, I guess to be fair, like, there is, like, the idea of the, what's it called? The, oh, shoot. Like, there's, like, you know... As you put more effort in, you know, things will start looking better, but by like smaller and smaller amounts. Welcome on, Ocean. I'm glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Here. Let me select that. Paint. Fill. Perfect. I am relatively happy with how this hand turned out. Even if the coloring leaves a little bit to be desired, but... Listen, at some point, the fucking piece has got to get finished. I actually, like, I feel like as an artist, I definitely fall into that, like, too good, like, you know, perfectionism mindset extra hard. Like, I perpetually stuck in the state of, like, you know, there's like, a bunch of small stuff I could do to make it a lot better, but... All right. Okay. It's probably just going to be easier for me to paint all of this. There we go. Thank you for the 5 stream streak, Thomas. Bonk the Borb. Do not bonk the Borb. The Borb is trying his best. The Borb would appreciate no bonk. Lick the Borb? Don't do that either. I would prefer that you didn't. Okay. Bib probably tastes like chalk. I don't know why I read it like chalk. I guess because it you know my brain immediately like as I saw the ULK and I'm like it's like shulk but chalk. There we go. Starky, where the Borb drones? Design hell. where they always are. Listen, I got like 3 birthday gifts to work on before I guess to be fair, like, you know, 2 art birthday gifts, of which this is one to work on before I can reasonably feel comfortable working on any of my own personal stuff. Oh god, this hand. You have to figure out where the hand budget went. I say hand budget. I guess to be fair, like, in a sense, there is, like, almost an artistic budget of like, what energy, like, am I willing to spend on various things I'm working on in a piece. It is finite. Like, I can't, like, put 100% effort towards everything that I draw. Because, like, you know, as counterintuitive as it seems, like, I would just burn myself out. What in God's green earth is happening here? What the fuck? That's some fascinatingly bizarre behavior. Well, come on in, Fizz. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Can you get a shout for Fizz Tiger as well? Can you for the next season of Dan to Dan in like who knows when? Also, did we ever get that? Did we ever get that shout out for DA? Just in case. Um, but yeah, no, I need to catch up. I've caught now. I'm caught back up on One Piece. I almost fell off. Um, thank you for the Black Knife remix, Spotify. Okay. But yeah, no. Um, I need to catch back up on Kaiju number 8. I was watching Secrets of the Silent Witch. I also probably just need to watch Frieren in my own time. Frieren's good. I love Frieren. Oh shit, that's right. I have two mangas. Like I have two Frieren mangas to read up on. And this is one of the fucking arcs where we time travel, so there's gonna be a lot of shit going on. Okay. But yeah, no, like I've fallen a little bit out of the seasonal anime. I think that's like the difficulty is like I tend to be a binge watcher for sure. Oh, like except for the stuff that I'm like super duper excited about, at which point I would have taken it as slowly as possible so I can really savor it. But no, I'm definitely like a binge watcher. So like I should probably look at like what was considered good from previous seasons and watch the entire like manga. Like watch the entire manga and read the anime now. But no, like I should probably go back and be like, okay, well, what was good from previous seasons that's already like, that is at least at a reasonably conclusive point.
Spin!
Any recommendations? Welcome on a night like in Casa. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Okay. There we go. Working on this next one. Well, come on in. How you holding up? Happy I can hopefully had a good weekend. Happy Monday. As happy as any Monday can reasonably be. I was very, very sleepy this morning. I think I've just been like exhausted a lot recently. I think I'm hitting a little bit of burnout, if I'm honest. You know? I think that like to some degree that I am hitting burnout, which sucks. And like it's that's to some degree why I'm like, you know what, let me try doing other things with stream, just like, give video essays a shot. I feel that I've been there myself. But yeah. It'll go away with time, I'm sure. Okay. I just gotta do the claws. But, just like the big thing is like it's difficult. Like there's like momentum to streaming where it's like reasonably I probably, because like if I don't even know like if I took a break if that would be good for like me. It would probably be good for like me as a person, but I don't know if it would be good for me as a streamer. I suppose there's like to some degree some unhealthy, like unhealthiness baked into that kind of thinking. But yeah, no, I don't know. Something about this time of year just always, I feel like it always brings out like the grems, the difficulties. Why does it sound familiar? Oh, okay, I see. This is from Return of the Obra Dinn. I was like, what the, this sounds very familiar, and I'm like, okay. Yeah. I love Return of the Obra Dinn. God, I wish it was playable more than once. It is not a game that, I would argue it probably has, like, negative replay value. All right. There we go. They heard that originally was supposed to have a sequel, but the developer found the first one too complicated to make that they weren't up to doing another. That's fair. I mean, you hear there's plenty of games that are kind of in that style that I still need to give a chance to. I know I need to give Fez a proper shot. Admittedly, to some degree, that one's a little bit of a harder sell nowadays, given the fact that like it's inherited, shall we say, like a difficult like a bit of a difficult sell property by value of the fact that like it is it is a game that was intended, like it was built with the expectation of having a sequel, and that sequel just was canceled because of ultimately just like bullshit. Okay. No, I need the magic select tool. Okay. Like it's the bulk of it. God. Okay. Well, the fucking the tattoos just sit there, fucking like taunting me. I might just like somewhat like soft phone it in. All right. I I'm sometimes like I wonder what I wonder what goes through the art program's head sometimes when it does weird shit like that. Where like there's just like this random inexplicable line. Like is it just like there's this invisible line that someone got painted on there that I can't see? That's like, oh yeah, we can't we can't let we got to make sure we keep this one in mind. It's I'm assuming it's probably like a case of that or something where it's just like, there's like a minor thing that it might not even necessarily be visually distinguishable that that it's seeing that I'm not. Okay, question. What fucking color? Hold up. Get hide. Go away. Dog. Looks at my own references. Okay, I need to hide all these. Looks like red, like black is a pretty common color. That's just straight up pure, like that's almost pure black. I'm always like reticent to go like pure black. But also like I do kind of like the look of the. I guess I could probably like we can tinker with it a little bit. Okay, hide the shirt. All right. Grabs you, grabs you. Grabs you. That is so fucking dark. Okay. Oh, god damn it. Wait. Okay, I am on the right. It was still selecting, even though I specifically told it not to. Oh, art programs. Nope. Okay, so I am notably on the right layer. I just wasn't expecting it to be quite so extra. I didn't realize some of the stuff was getting caught. There you go. Welcome on in, Gadget. Glad to have you, sweet bean. How you holding up? I'm currently deep in the sauce of trying to figure out how in the fuck I want to handle this. I mean, the black's not bad. I could probably give it a try with red as well. Go and see if that makes it look any wrong layer. Or rather, I'm on the mask as opposed to the layer. Which I feel like is like, that is, you know, that's basically just diet wrong layer. It's like I'm still incorrect, but you know, I could be more wrong. But you know, how you holding up, Gadget? We are just, you know, relaxing here. Kind of a nice Monday. Oh, perfect. We got here. I'm gonna let this play out, and then we'll move over to the song queue. You know, like I feel like I'm like largely just kind of coasting through life right now. I don't know. It's something to do with like I feel like this time period always has like, you know, I think it always just has like a little bit of like brain funk associated with it, which sucks because I do like fall. It's just like something about like, you know, the like late August, you know, early like mid to late September, just always kind of gets me kind of glum, which sucks. Okay. Let's try like a brighter, like a kind of a brighter red and see how that looks. Nope. That was horrifying. Can't get negative if you're already negative, as they say. I've never heard anyone say that. I won't lie. Here, what if we add this shirt? I mean, it's kind of like here. What if we make it a little bit less saturated? There we go. Just kind of like desaturate a little bit darker. I kind of like the red. I think the red's a fun addition. So let's run with red. Okay. All that's left now is the rope and the backgrounds. Oh god, I keep fucking getting about the goddamn. Oh, well, I mean, okay, very important thing for me to notice. Hold up, which of your eyes is which? Right is, so his left eye is purple. What's this fucking flashcore ass song? Okay, there we go. Why is this? This is called Ultra Relax, and immediately opens with a fucking immediately opens with a goddamn banjo solo. Hello. This is a bizarre mix. I won't lie. What is this? Welcome on a burp. Thank God, have you, sweet bean. Boops the beak. How dare. There we go. Should I summon an army of burb chickens to attack you? I would rather you didn't. I gotta say, like, of all the things you could summon, I feel like an army of chickens would represent problems. Don't. Okay. Let's get the other eye going now. Okay, now I just gotta handle some of the odds and ends. There we go. It's a bird. Get him. Why are you sending the birds to attack a bird? That's you know, you're not necessarily like making the max use of your of your like your resources. There we go. What would you want me to say? I don't know. Don't send anyone to attack me? I don't know. That seems like maybe like an unrealistic request, but also, yeah. Am I expected to be honest?
Rats, rats, where the
What's up, Chris?
rats?
It's the first day of fall, you know what that means. That's right, grey skies, grass turns yellow, and the trees make you look like you're in Blair Witch.
A little bit. Welcome on, Dolph. Glad I have you, sweet balance. The music video for Ultra Relax is weirder than the song. Okay. What in the... Interesting.
Rats, we're rats.
What's up, Crisp?
We're the rats.
You know how I learned it was fall? I tripped earlier.
Shut up. Okay. Here. Okay, let's hide. Nope, that's... Oh, that's the entire lantern layer. Okay. Okay. Let's unhide the body. And let's hide the shadows and shit. There we go. That way I can get like a sense of where the color actually is supposed to be here. I can definitely feel the art program is definitely not happy with me continuing to work on this piece. I can feel it starting to fight me. And to be honest with you, I feel like the art program in a fight against me would just win.
Rats, we're rats.
What's up, Crisp?
We're the rats.
I played Settlers of Catan, and gave someone a bar AA at time. I took all their sheep.
There we go. I mean, listen, I'll be honest with you, I've not played that much Settlers of Catan. The only Settlers of Catan story I have is one of my friends apparently had spent like an hour just toying with people in Catan. Like, they'd engineered a game state where it was impossible for anyone else to win. But they had no like intentions on any of the game themselves. Like the total number of points available to any of them was like less than the number they need to actually win the game. So like they'd engineered basically a fucking prison in Catan. Oh, I think I know what's causing the like. I think it's probably because the slightly blurred lines in the background. I was playing an 8-hour game of Uno. That sounds like a fucking torture. That actually does sound like a torture session. Like I think I would rather, depending on the torture method being used, I would rather experience like an hour of torture than play 8 hours of Uno. Since you're doing art, oh, art by Tyla in VR chat, does that make it better or worse? Actually, like I could not reasonably, like I don't know that I could guess if that makes it better or worse. Now we just need Papa to be laid out on a table while you draw him. Listen, I specifically made decisions to avoid letting this become horny. So you are barking up entirely the wrong tree. Shit. There we go. 8 hours of Uno or 5 hours and 5 hours energy. Like the shots? I actually have never done a 5-hour energy. But is Papa horny? No. He actually is like a pretty distinctly uncomfortable with a lot of that. Which is funny because he's friends with a lot of YouTubers. At the very least, like as long as it's not directed at him, he's comfortable with like discussing it, I suppose. You know? The only reason this even has a fucking shirtless alt is because of Mari, which is his wife. I don't know if she knew that this was going to be Papa, because it was still very much in the early like line art point. You gotta have balance. I mean, that's fair. Some people just like, here's the thing. Some people in you know are just like, you know, they tend to be more private about that kind of stuff, and I try to be respectful. Like I'm relatively open to like horny chatter, even if I don't necessarily always engage. For your five fellas who need, yeah, exactly. You need someone to balance out the horny. Then Mari appears like a summon. It is so funny because like I wouldn't even necessarily know that I would describe Mari as horny. She's a lot more like confident about the things that she does like, I suppose. Like she's very, very confident in herself, and I respect the fuck out of that. Not that there's anything wrong with like, you know, preferring to keep, you know, that kind of stuff on the DL. Eight hours or 1 hour in the Buddy Holly machine? 8 hours Uno or take a bath in vanilla extract? I have to imagine taking a bath in vanilla extract does some weird shit to your fucking physiology. Like, that's gotta do truly terrible things to, like, your fucking epidermis. I can't imagine, like, the human body was not meant to fucking take a bath like that. Oh, I forgot to warn about the, you know, it's fine. Get added. Receive ad. Because I'm a goobus and completely forgot to warn y'all. Uno then? I mean, listen, 8 hours of Uno is like a meaningful long-term trauma, but it's not like permanent physical disfiguration. Unless you're playing with some particularly aggressive Uno players. But also, like, this is in VR chat, so you don't have to worry about that reasonably. I did win. I feel like at the point where Uno goes on for 8 hours, it goes from being a game to like a ritual, and I feel like whoever wins at that point becomes the ritual sacrifice. So like, actually, fun fact about sacrifices, when they say a virgin sacrifice, they don't actually mean someone who's never had sex. They mean someone who has not been used in a ritual before. So technically, regardless of how, you know, physically involved you have been in the furry community, I imagine most of us would probably qualify as virgin sacrifices. If you have, honestly, like, low-key, if you have used, like, if your blood has been used in a ritual, I'm kind of curious. like what was the use case? I can't imagine anyone, you know. I know a guy who did blood ritual. I do think it was really funny that that one guy who got shot within like 2 days of having the fucking Etsy curse put on him. Moral of the story, don't. Returned from getting dinner with a roommate. Welcome back. I mean, so presumably the ritual went real fucking bad. It is my understanding. If you're saying that you shouldn't follow in his footsteps. Hey, Stinky. Oh, okay, that was directed at Zeth, clearly. There we go. I know a guy who had a one-night stand with a woman who turned out to be crazy because during sex, she grabbed his hand and rubbed it against the pebbled ceiling to collect some blood droplets, like she does with every guy she sleeps with, and he noped out right after. Yeah, okay, like, you know, I as time has gone on, I've more or less gotten over like my, you know, extremely religious upbringings and like, you know, the fear of like the occult and all that shit. That's not how consent works, my lady. That you just straight up injured that guy. Fucking cool it. And like, you know, probably smart that he never saw her again, hopefully. Blood magic is dealing with forces that are never worth it. That's fair. Don't fuck with the Fae. It ain't worth it. Okay. Welcome on, Ivan. Glad to have you, sweet bean. You want to rant about Trader Joe's, like the grocery store. Honestly, the only time when it's worth it to deal with the Fae is when you want a new name or change your identity. Miku says, "Get ritualistically sacrificed." Thank you for the 3 stream streak. Yes, I've never been to a Trader Joe's. I'm trying to put the pieces together. I'm thinking. I'm cooking. Okay, that's even better. You just go off outsider assumptions.
Rats. Rats.
All right.
Where
What's up, Chris?
the rats?
Permission to brutally beat Kasai to death in Minecraft for trying to sacrifice me.
Not granted. All right, you want to know about some fucking bullshit? Some fucking like the world's most overrated stores. It's Trader Joe's. It's just fucking, you know, it's just Aldi's for hipsters. Okay, congratulations, you've got fucking one of like 30 different esoteric ingredients. I'm not gonna fucking go to Trader Joe's alone. I'm just like, it's a fucking, you know, it's a gimmick store. I'm gonna go to like an actual fucking grocery store like Aldi to pick up the vast majority of what I need, and I'm gonna go fucking Trader Joe's to get like, you know, the fucking the blood of Christ to, you know, to finish the recipe. Like fucking, okay, cool. I'm glad that I need to stop an entire fucking other store just to pick up a single thing. Don't insult my black truffle oil quesadilla wraps. You motherfucker, you wanted me to go on the rant. Nailed it. I having never been to a Trader Joe's, that is my opinion on what Trader Joe's seems like to an outsider. Also, welcome on Eagle Jalapeno. Glad I get sweet bean. The name Trader Joe activates. Also, someone did a thing that caused. There we go. Lazy Cat, thank you for 0 subscription with Prime. Thank you for the Prime subscription for 2 heckin' months. Enjoy the FVD, you sweet bean. What in God's green earth? What is? You should try it once. I've gone to like jungle gyms, and that's just Trader Joe, but like Walmart. Wait, no, okay. General use. What in God's green earth is this? What? I feel like I fucking walked into like I walked into like a fucking like a, you know, abyss beyond my understanding. Respect. He's the fucking he's definitely like the cryptid. He's the cryptid that the Coven uses to like power certain spells. He's the fucking goose they keep with the chickens to keep fucking birds of prey away. Oh my god, he's the Grungler. 100%. 100%. If he was a friends with a bunch of trans ladies, he would be the Grungler. He would be the resident Grungler. This isn't the Rizzler. No way, that got auto-modded. No, it didn't get auto-modded. One of my mods added that one specifically. This isn't the Rizzler. Okay, but like low key, I feel like there are I feel like it I feel like there's a lot of donkey sonas that have gauges in their ears. This is a call out post. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I am saying it's very common. What? Dude, fucking dude, TJ's apparently you spent enough time there. The evil man laugh. One second, re-adding Rizzler to the ban term list. I'm sorry, Death Nation, you've also fallen victim to the ban term list. But the fucking, like, the women exist in Trader Joe in the 4th dimension. They just fucking reach into the aisle and pull out a snack that clearly is visible to them, but not to us. I have not seen Arrival. What in God's green earth? Does this joke make more sense if you've seen Arrival? Mods, I swear to you guys, you gotta put on a fucking better example. You can't be using the terms that are specifically banned. Okay, I don't think I can. I didn't know I haven't. Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen Arrival. Oh, it's Weird Al. This is not Weird Owl. Weird Owl? Weird Owl? It looks like it's Chris Fleming. All right. I don't think I can watch through all of this. That is 6 minutes. But I'll watch half of it. So what I'm learning is fucking Trader Joe's is a liminal space like the infinite IKEA SCP. That's what I'm learning. Go to Costco. I'm not about to fucking pay membership to a goddamn grocery store. Especially one that I don't go to consistently. It's the plane of capitalism. That's you. Congratulations, you've sold me on never fucking going to Costco. Even harder. Damn, now I'll add in spooky Vocaloid songs. Y'all ain't adding any. I mean, listen, it's we're still in September.
Rats, we're rats.
What's up, Chris?
We're the rats.
StarkyMorph rule number 39: all discussion of FNAF is now banned forever. We can have one more person say Freddy Fazbear before it's also banned.
I mean, listen. What? Kronos? Okay. Yeah, that checks out. I don't know, man. The entire series is so goddamn weird. I still feel like a fucking conspiracy theorist because no one has ever like genuinely acknowledged the fucking like the fact that like the plot of FNAF cribs off of fucking Pizzagate. I genuinely feel like I'm like fucking losing my mind. The woodcock is a good singer. Fair enough. Maybe I am a conspiracy theorist. Have I ever considered that? No. Let's not forget FNAF made Mpreg of all things canon. Yeah. Yeah, just I don't know, man. It's just real fucking weird about kids. I'm hyped for the FNAF 2 movie. It sure is a I'll be honest with you. I feel nothing for the media franchise at this point. Thank you, Automod. But yeah, no, we probably shouldn't even, you know, we shouldn't even talk about fucking Weirdo McGee the Third. Pokemon and Gladiator. Give it a shout for Gladiator. Greek mythology has more curse lore. I mean, you're not incorrect, but like, it's not a good thing. That's not a positive development. Oh yes, the triple shout out. Okay. All right, let's fucking. Greek mythology has Vorcest. Hazlor is actually comprehensible if you're over the age of 12, though. That's an adorable emo. I was like, that's super cute, and then I looked and it's a fucking photo. It's photo data. It's like it's. To be fair, I have one of those myself. That Starky17 games on your phone. I need to add the other like because I have a couple odds and ends that still need to be like resolved. My depression is going away now that I'm here. Well, that is actually very nice to hear. All right. What the fuck? What the fuck are those? There's some weird shit going on here. Okay, what happened? I actually kind of like it a little bit more. I like it a little bit more with a little more saturated. I kind of like the vibe of this more saturated look.
Rats, rats.
That's a crisp.
The rats.
Permission to add Poppy's Playtime and Ban and Garten of Ban to the blocked term
Oh,
list.
100%. Fucking go for it. Like you don't even really have to ask about that one. Realistically, I'm not a huge fan of mascot horror as a genre. I feel like as a genre, it's like I have like intrinsic issues. What is going on here? Oh yeah, Starkey, if somehow made a soft-boiled egg taste like a slated caffeinated chocolate, what the fuck did you do? Are you like Rambly? I mean, I don't feel anything about Rambly. I won't lie. I think the train emote's adorable, and that's why I have it set up that way. That's like the train emote is a gift from Ilianos, and also I think it's very cute, so I keep it. But I actually like I don't feel anything about Indigo Park. Salted caffeinated are you fucking cooking using the goddamn, like, are you using a fucking philosopher's stone? How, there's no way an egg should taste like that. Okay. Oh god. Oh god, there's still so many fucking odds and ends. Oh, help me. Lord, give me strength. There we go. I really should have been smart about the way I set up the layers on this, because this is a fucking mess. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I were able to actually make an actual Philosopher's Stone by sheer accident. I don't like how this fucking, there's like a very tiny like crack that appears. I don't fucking like that. Oh well. Here, now we got that all painted. Don't talk about the crack like that. Think of the save reminder. Okay, we probably want like a nice, like, lighter tone for this, though.
Rats, rats.
What's up, Crisp?
Where the rats?
I'd like to thank games like Iron Lung, the new Silent Hill 2 remake, the new Silent Hill F and Mouth Washing for being good modern horror games that are not trend chasing with mascot horror.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to have variety. What the? What? What layer are you even on? What do you mean you're on this? I'm not, I can't. I mean, this is the last of it. Oh god, no, never mind. It's not the last of it. I still have to do the fucking... I still have to do the goddamn tattoos. We're so close, though. It's literally just like cleaning up line work, adding some color here, and then the tattoos. What games is everyone looking for? The big thing is, like, I actually, like, have no games to look forward to now. With the release of Silksong, that was, like, the last game I'm reasonably hyped for. Might try the new Digimon. My friend who likes Digimon has threatened to buy that for me if it turns out it's good. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm excited for Little Nightmares 3. That's fair. So for the Final Fantasy Tactics remake, since I'm avoiding Nintendo games from now on, that's fair. But yeah, like with Nintendo effectively being permanently on my shit list now, and you know, with Nintendo permanently on my shit list now, and general, you know, indifference to AAA gaming. Mostly, I'm just like, you know, there'll be like another. I need to give like Animal Well a try. That's a game I heard a lot of good things about. But you know, Animal Well is unfortunately probably the kind of thing where I'm gonna play it off stream. It's always like, you know, because like puzzle games are always like such like, you know, I always feel weird about playing them on stream because I don't want, you know, like there's such an experience of like you might sit there for like hours at a time making no progress, and then suddenly everything clicks. And I feel like that's like one of those things where it's like it's not necessarily the best viewing experience. Time Stranger looks like a good game based on the demo. It'll feel the same itch as Fire Emblem. Sonic Racing Crossroads looks much better than Mario Kart World. I was hanging out in Jame and Bravebird's stream, and they seem to be having a lot of fun with it. And you know, with you know, with Worlds kind of shitting itself in the foot. Also, the fact that it's coming to PC, I will probably pick up Sonic Racing. I'm still waiting for a Steam sale. Yeah, that's fair. That realistically, that'll be like, yeah, I should probably put it like on my wish list. That way, I have like an, you know, idea of when it does go on sale. But also, you know, very little very little discretionary spending on my part, unfortunately. Watching people stream it seems like it's taking a lot from All Stars Transform, and that's a good thing. Because Worlds has that connecting traction. It's really bad since it gives you one lap to enjoy the track properly. It's like I think like the best way to describe Nintendo nowadays is they're allergic to anyone actually enjoying their games unless it's the way that they intended. They would rather have a bad experience than an experience that is not, that is outside of the intended experience. Like if they released Melee nowadays, it would definitely, like, they would patch it until it was ultimate, which isn't a bad thing, but like actually I would argue kind of is a bad thing, because like a lot of what sells Melee is to some degree the jank. You know, the jank and the movement, I would argue, are like the two big things that really keep Melee special in my mind. Oh no, there's official K-pop Demon Hunter figures. Must resist the urge to get the Zoe figure. But yeah, no. It's like how like every time players would figure out a new dupe in Breath of the Wild, they would patch it. It's like, okay, I appreciate, like, in my mind, for single player experiences, patching out dupe shit like that is foolish, because all you're really doing is saying, you're saying, hey, like, you're not allowed to do this thing we didn't intend in this game, even though you bought the game and you're playing it how you want to, because players will self-select. Those players that actually want to engage with, the players that actually want to engage with the resource mechanic will engage with it, and the players that won't. You're not, like, you shouldn't be making that decision for them, because all you're doing is just saying, like, hey, one style of gameplay is invalid. Not that that's necessarily, like, surprising given the fact that it is Nintendo, but yeah, no, that's just like, did you see the new Bowser fights from the Undertale Life browser fights? I actually did. I completed those last night. Well, I completed one of them last night. I had to wait until I got on PC to do the Sans fight, because I was not about to fucking try to figure that shit out, and I was not about to try to figure out that shit with, like, the kind of, I mean, it's impressive that they put those controls together, but it is a little jank, unfortunately. I wish there was like a texture brush for, like, just wood. Okay, interesting. There you go. Is that Kaito and Miku? Nintendo, being that teacher only accepted literary interpretations equal to his? Yeah. And, like, that's really, a lot of people aren't going to engage with the game in that way. I heard a guy singing too. I am unfamiliar with a lot of Vocaloid stuff, so. Here. Okay, let's futz around a little bit with some of the tools we have. Because I have 1,000, like I have like close to 1,000 brushes. Surely one of these has to be useful for like line, like, you know. Hmm. Actually, to be fair, it would probably be like the like lines themselves would probably be a little bit, yeah. There we go. How's that look? Not bad, actually. Okay. Think of the hydrate. And the stretch, which I actually like. I just did, so. Mostly I like if I do one, I end up doing the other mostly by like force of will, like or like force of muscle memory. Why am I being bonked? Why are you bonking, Pat? Yeah, I'm getting mixed messages. You're sending mixed signals. I'm confused. I don't know. I do not understand. I feel like with like the whole wood itself, you probably want like more of a you probably want like a little bit of a darker color to it. There you go. Mixed messages are the point. That's unfriendly of you. Okay. I should probably actually keep, you know, with the blue here, I think the eye is going to be naturally drawn a little bit. So this should be fine if this is like a little bit of a darker color. Because we're gonna have this be like a very bright saturated blue. What's up, Chris?
I had an awful idea for a redeem. You know that portion where Spampton escapes the Spampton hole in the live stream. Make that a redeem.
The escapes the Spampton hole? What do you mean escapes this? I send a video. I do not. I don't think I want a video of Spampton hole. I tend to be pretty welcoming to a lot of things in my DMs, but Spampton holes, it might be up there in terms of things that I'm willing to say no. I don't want that. You hit my critical limit. Congratulations. Too late. I can't. Swariel, Zeph. Zeph the Peregrine Falcon. How dare you send me Spampton hole? Wrong button. Okay, we're looking for, like, hatching going this way. Wow. Using the full name. Yeah, I'll use your middle name. The Peregrine.
Spin!
All right. Okay. So this area is very dark, which means we want really like brighten it up with all right. The rest is just the Spampton segment from the live stream. Actually, like I didn't really watch too much of the live stream. I was busy this week, so I didn't have time to tune in, unfortunately. I'm glad I wore shoes today. What's going on that you need to wear shoes? Are you doing a lot of walking? The Spampton segment was a legend. What the fuck is that message, Kasai? There we go. Google Maps sent me in a wooded area and oncoming traffic. Oh my god.
Rats,
What's up, Chris?
we're the rats.
Spampton leaving his hole in the wall is like Sadako leaving the TV in the ring.
You know what? That's fair. I feel like if there's gonna be an easy reference, like if there's gonna be a reference to like anything with Spampton, it's probably gonna be Ringu. Is because okay, this is a fucking I should, I'm by no means am I a fucking horror aficionado. Are Ringu and The Ring different movies? I hear them used kind of interchangeably. I think they're different movies, though. They are. Like, I'm assuming, like, the Ringu is, like, the original Japanese version. Ringu is the original. The Ring is the American version. Okay. There we go. You chose the migraine. I'm hungry enough. That's where I have to choose between Chick-fil-A and a migraine. Choose the migraine. I know I would. I'm gonna sell out, but I'm not that cheap. Good. We homophobic chicken. It's like it's just bad chicken too. Like on top of being homophobic, the chicken quality is just shit. There's like genuinely no reason to go there. This fucking the whitest ass chicken. I can say that because I'm white, John Twitch.
Wretch, wretch, we're the wretch.
What's a crisp?
Who would win in a fight of being cuter, Sherma or Bell Beast?
That is a to even pose that as a competition rather than a joyful playdate is to fundamentally miss the point of both of those characters. They are both my children. I will defend them to the death. There we go. McDonald's has better chicken than Chick-fil-A. Honestly, kind of. My dead ass honest opinion. I agree with you, which is fucked up. Like it's like you're out of line, but you're right. Okay. I hate this stinking McChicken. Important question. Assuming you want to get chicken McNuggets, what sauce are you getting? I always get the barbecue. I don't feel like you need anything else. Like I haven't really tried all of them, but like the barbecue is good enough on its own. Where I'm like, I don't really need to try anything else. Good choice. Welcome on, Steelwolf. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. How you holding up? Currently deep in the sauce of trying to get some like, you know, good ocean vibe looking energy going on here. Okay. Okay, that's looking pretty good, I think. Let's see if we turn on the highlights. That actually looks pretty reasonably good. It's not going to win any awards, but it's also not the focus, so... Okay. There we go. It will take any opportunity to bully Zeph. Excellent. Mod infighting. Okay. Okay. Now we just gotta add a little bit of detailing here, and then all that's left will be the fucking, all that's left will be the fine-tuning of the shadows and the detailing, the shadows and the highlights, and then the, but before that, the fucking, shit, what are they called? Tattoos! The moment the pull ends up going to counterpull. Yes, no, yes in a safer work way, or bully Zeph. Notably, the one yes vote is, in fact, in a not safer work way. By implication. Oh god, I just realized, because it's the fucking... I realize now, I've kind of biffed it a little bit. Okay. The moment, do you do alien tarot reading? I'm not aware of what that is, if I'm being honest. Okay. Okay. We're almost there. Just the barrel, and then I'm probably gonna do something with this wall. I googled it, and Starky, I have no words on the deck, on what deck I found. What? I don't like the fact that is the case. Because I feel like when you have no words on something, I end up seeing it, regardless of whether I actually want to. What is happening? Oh, wait, why am I on that layer all of a sudden? That's weird. There we go. Update, I'm on the highway. Congratulations. Okay. Art, but Monday. Welcome on, Phoenix. Glad I Sweet Bean. Yeah, I'm currently doing some art. Mostly because I just want to get this out of the way. It's so close to being finished. I'm just like, you know what? Let's just wrap it up. There you go. I'd say the name of the deck, but it's wild and I won't spoil it. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to like 80. There we go. God damn, even 23 here. Wait. Oh, that's why. I thought it was weird. Okay. I've accidentally done a diddly done fucked up. There we go. I would just suffered a short blackout for fuck's sakes. I know that feeling. But yeah, no, we're since we're so fucking close, I'm like, I'm just gonna finish it. Like I don't want I it's not that I want to rush this piece, but it's just like we're so close, and I'm like, There we go. Thank you for the save reminder. Okay, perfect. And we're probably gonna want. God damn it! I did the same fucking thing. Oh god damn it. Okay, it's fine. Okay. There we go. Why is this pull so long lengthwise? I feel like I'll die of old age before I can bully Kasai. You should do Shrink the Boar with a shrunken voice. I might retire. I don't know. Voice mod's definitely like it's not working. I'm tempted to I'm tempted to retire voice mod just because it's like it doesn't it's having consistency issues recently. Out of curiosity, my mom made me wear her belt used to reshape the abdomen. I wonder if it'll help decrease my belly. Okay. I don't quite like how okay. There's some fine-tuning stuff that needs to happen. Let's highlight. What is happening here? Why is this happening? Okay, how the fuck did this happen? I'm actually like a touch confused. I think some weird shit happened with the fucking bucket fill. If I had to guess. There we go. What? Okay. Like that many artists' response to Blue Sky's bad community guidelines notice to commit a Shimonetta. Counterbully launched. What is happening here? Is this some jank around the shading? It probably is. No, it's not. What the fuck? Hello? How did that happen? What the fuck? What is happening? There's some weird shit going on. Okay. What layer are you on? What the fuck did I do? Okay. Is it a shading issue? Oh, there we go. I see now.
Wretch, wretch, we're the wretch.
What's up, Chris?
Fun fact, StarkyMorph has woken up in a cold sweat from art dreams where nothing went right before. How I know this info I will not disclose.
Shit, he's right. Oh, it's because you're darken, not multiply. Okay. Now see if we can fucking blend this. There's some weird stuff going on with this canvas. I think I might have made a fucking haunted canvas. Okay, what color are you on? Nope. Okay, so it's a base color issue. There we go. Wait, why ball of filling mod would I could do this? I'm sorry, Starky, but this is an important poll. Important poll. Did you miss StarkyMorph's massively oversized forehead? Why are you like this? What is this fucking paper please ass?
Wretch, wretch,
What's up, Crisp?
we're the wretch.
All of you should fear the rat. I'm capable of chewing on wires behind the wall to cause a fire.
Okay. All right, get ready to print a new Crisp, since this one apparently is at risk of exploding any moment now. Okay. What the fuck did I do? Okay, let's try blending here.
Wretch, wretch, we're the wretch.
What's up, Crisp?
Oh, sorry Starky, but these wires are the Crisp clone vat wires.
What do you mean the Crisp? Oh, god damn it. Well, shit. Well, you know what they say. Redundancy is important. Oh my god. Okay, so that's why that's happening. Sorry, I can make it so no one can hurt you. I can forbid people from calling you a bad bot. You're the only person who ever fucking calls Siri bot bad. This is some fucking this is some Catholic Church bullshit going on right here. You fucking oh no one's allowed to call the bot bad. What the fuck is what even? Okay, let's try blending the fucking color and hope for the best. Okay. I've never been mean to Siri. Oh, so we're just lying now, huh? I mean, I could fix this by just merging the layers together. I don't really want to do that. Actually, hold up a moment. What if I just did something like this, and then this might actually work. Okay, so I actually can work with this a bit. Excuse me? What the fuck? Oh, I see. I've Rise in the Twilight Zone and all text is white. Okay. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a huge fan of this one. I don't know. There's something that like I feel like a lot of times spooky music just ends up being like very musically boring for me. I know like it's giving mirror dimension. What do you mean? Okay, whatever. It's minor enough where like no one's going to notice unless they're specifically looking for it. Okay. What the fuck happened here? I've already seen crappy Christmas decorations in stores already. That doesn't surprise me at all, unfortunately. What have I done here? Why the fuck do they have... I feel like they have like, even though it's the same, like, okay. It's the same base color at almost the same layer of opacity. I don't know why it's... Like, I don't know why it does that. That's very bizarre. Part of me is, like, really fucking tempted to just merge all the layers together. I'm like, I'm really, I'm holding back. I'm holding it back because I know it's just gonna look like a lot of ass. So the song is making me cry again. Oh, did you get to the memory sequence? Because yeah, I definitely came close to crying during that. Okay. How are these the same color? What is happening? Highlights? Highlights. No longer the same color. Did I not put any highlights in this area for the... that might actually be part of the problem. Okay, so I think it's the highlights that are causing the problems. Okay. No, beat the boss I left off last night. Okay. Okay. It's been a decade since I heard this song. Okay, but let's try something real quick. Nope, that won't work. I really have fucked up, like, I fucked up the way that the layers are handled so hard. Okay. Do I have something selected? I don't. Why?
Do you like
What
this?
morning,
Do
Garion?
you
What
like
are you, sweet pea?
this?
Can you show for Garion? I'm
Well,
currently
no
deep in the
more.
middle of a fucking crash out. Why you no work? Oh, I'm being dumb. Okay. We're just gonna do this the old-fashioned way. We're just not doing highlights or shadows. Because I apparently can't be fucking trusted to make a highlight and shadow layer individually. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be like good enough where people aren't gonna notice. You know, it looks it's close enough to being correct where like you could interpret it as a stylistic choice instead of me fundamentally fumbling the fucking the drawing software. Can we show it for Garion, by the way? I'm currently in the losing my fucking mind trying to figure out why I laid this out the way I did. Part of the artistic process. So you know, I'm doing all right. How about you? How you doing? Okay. Okay, so it's his right. We don't really have a whole lot to go off of. It just goes from his wrist to his upper arm. Okay, so it's like pine trees and waves. There we go. The great crash outening continues. Alrighty. Bird Pokemon and Tiger Fire. Good idea, Sweeping. Can you also get a shout for Tiger Fire? What do you do? Okay, artists in chat, what do you do when you come across a pattern like this? Do you just kind of like fudge it and say fuck it? Like it's, you know, close enough? Because like this is a real monster of a tattoo to try and draw. Choosing the parts you like and do that when I what? So basically someone with a relatively complicated pattern that doesn't really have like I mean it will sometimes simplify it, that's fair. Not really worth a challenge. Or just draw it separately and then morph it into the shape. That's fair. That's actually like a genuinely a good idea. I probably should have thought of that. Trace it and warp it. I like drawing chibi stuff, so simplification is key for that. That's also a fair point. I don't really know what style I'm going for. I think I'm going for like, I mean, the style I would like to do is like the kimono style, But I feel like I'm a decent chunk away from being able to do that yet. Mostly right now, I'm more like focused on anatomy and shit like that. I should have put the tattoo separate on the ref so you could grab it and deform it to the position you wanted. I mean, I can check real quick to see if there's like a ref, like here. It would have been very nice to have a. Oh well, there's a fully nude version of him, and by fully nude I mean it's. Okay. That's handy. Basically, like I you know, unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's a version of it where it just has the it just has things all, you know, figured out, which is annoying, but it does mean I haven't been wasting my time at least. Well, then time to time to ask time to stretch Papa's skin like a scroll. It's currently how things are going. Okay, so it's like a mountain scenery. It's mountain scenery and okay. Okay. This looks like ass. It's fine. It's fine. Why did I save this for the last? Why is this the line, like the final thing I'm doing? It's kind of like I did this entire thing just incredibly like slapdash. There we go. Are you still doing a shirt? Oh, the shirt's already done. The shirt was the first thing I finished. Turns out, when you're not forcing yourself to draw anatomy, things are significantly easier. Like just like so much easier. When you're allowing yourself to, you know. How much of this do you need to do then? Because sleeves. Oh, Mari accidentally requested a shirtless version. How do artists do complicated ass tattoos? I don't fucking know. I don't know, man. I'm just throwing shit together and hoping it sticks. It doesn't look terrible. It looks pretty bad. I won't lie. It's Mari's fault. Yep, it's Mari's fault. Fucking Grandmass Mari. I thought this was Shovel Knight music. It is. It is Shovel Knight music, but it's the remix for Just Shapes and Beats. Okay. I see. It's fir trees. Okay. Okay. I think I figured it out. I think this is mostly correct. Okay. I tried. It gets a I tried out of 10. Okay. Okay, now time for the technically more important hand. Again, I beg of you. It only shows a single arm. I'm gonna be honest with you, there's some advanced crash out potential from this ref sheet. Okay, we got like pine cones in the back, straw. Never again. This reminds me distinctly of the story I bro, they cooking you. A little bit. A little bit. This is to be honest with you, this is why I probably should consider picking up a little bit of like I might need to consider grabbing like doing some ref sheets myself so that way I have something to, you know, that way I can only blame myself when it's fucked up. I have to be like, wait, why does it look like that? No, that doesn't look right. Okay. It looks like it's so around rear bicep. No, we're not seeing this. Starky's progression be so weird. Okay, we're not seeing any of that shit. Mostly it's like yeah, like we're basically just seeing because we're seeing the forearm and then the front. Which is mostly just like modeling. And the straw coming around. I need, oh god, wait, no, we're kind of, okay. I definitely need, like, I want to go back in time and find the artist who, okay, is it, looks like it's brown on black. Yeah, this is the artist struggle for sure. Okay, so we're gonna see a little bit of this. How the fuck do you do a pine cone? Okay, they're just triangles. Kenny, welcome on in, Raiders. Good on ya. I'm totally not afraid of the spoopy ghost. How is Phasmophobia? Welcome on in, though, Raiders. Good to have ya. For those who don't know, I'm StarkyMorph, Big Chaos Code Internet. Bryce stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 PST. Mostly play indie games. However, every Tuesday and Friday for the last year now, we learn to do some art. Currently, I'm having a basically legendary crash out over a reference sheet that I. Why? Why? If anyone out there who's looking to get a Sona commission, I beg of you on behalf of every artist, if you're gonna do complex patterns, please, for the love of Christ, get it as a separate like addition on there. It'll make the artist's life so much more reasonable. I just finished my ref sheet. I don't want to do another. I mean, to be fair, like you could just make it as like a separate element. Like literally, it's just like, okay, so it's like down the center, like because like basically what you can do is just like you know, if you have like a specific pattern, you know, like a Triskelion or something. You know, if you're doing this but like more complicated, like you can just basically like make it a transparent PNG and send it to the artist alongside whatever. Okay. Fuck it. Oh, I just realized I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking deep in the like the art zone that I didn't even do like any of my fucking like you know stream stuff when people stop by. But welcome on in. Hopefully you had a good time with Phasmo. It's been a hot minute since I played that game. I need to probably give it a try since they added like they did add the entire fucking update. But no, like I am deep in the suffering. Trademark. Hey, Starky, will you draw me a ref sheet for my persona? I want to do a super complicated thing with fur. And to be fair, I still think I would. This is actually probably, now that I'm thinking about it, my usual go-to thing when I talk about like, oh, like people with like frustrating Sonar designs and like bad ref sheets, is the time I saw an artist have to try and draw modeled fur without a color picker. This is probably worse than that. I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna be easier for me to just fucking here. Okay. So what we're gonna do is cheat. Oops, unfortunately, I don't know all the commands off the top of my head, so let me just go and remove it for you. Wait, is it the right song? I like that song too. Okay. Okay. We're gonna have to go over these with like a little bit of black, but we're getting somewhere. This is definitely requiring a creative approach towards the ref sheet, which is to say, mostly ignoring it. This is where you aim to match the speed of the design element rather than be accurate 1-to-1. Yeah, that's more or less what I'm trying to do. There we go. I mean, this is looking at least reasonably like the thing I'm trying to, you know, the thing, it's evoking the same spirit. There we go. Okay. Can beat Broken Vessel. Oh, he's in for a surprise then. Like now I want to be there when he sees what that has done to the world. Here. Is this for you know who's you know what? Yes. It is. It took forever. This is like a month of work. I'm willing to say that after today's stream, it's gonna be done. Love it. But yeah, no, this has been still gotta work on a certain someone and a certain thing. But yeah, no, this is one of 2 birthday things I'm working on that I'm hopefully gonna, you know, actually 3 birthday things. Sorry, should I be concerned I beat the Broken Vessel as the first boss post getting to the City of Tears without going through the waterways? No. I think that's a relatively reasonable, like, trajection. Like, you know, relatively reasonable, like, you know, path to take. No, it's not, Starky. Broken Vessel is the first boss post getting to the City of Tears without going through the waterways. No, no, it's not, Starky. Starky, stop it. No, unironically, that is the speedrun route. Unironically, like that is the route I take now when I play Hollow Knight, because I speedrun getting all the mobility items. It's just a very, very direct line. It's not necessarily like absurd. Yes. Because I'm trying to remember. Oh god, it's been forever since I've done the speedrun route for Hollow Knight. Because after you get the City of Tears, it's immediately to Resting Grounds for Dream no, it's not Resting Grounds. You get to City of Tears, immediately go back up to the Crystal Alcove to get C-Dash, and then fall for Descending Dark into the City of Tears, then go from the City of Tears to get the double jump. Or rather, I guess the speedrun route usually skips double jump. But no, that is like, you know, that's it. I add the, like, the little, you know, cutaway because I'm not trying to fucking get optimal speedrun timings. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. I'm home, or am I? Okay. Welcome on in Golden Toast. Glad to have you, sweet bean. Good shout for Golden Toast. I'm currently deep frying my brain trying to figure out how to do complicated patterns. Okay. We're almost there. Release me from this torment I find myself in. I mean, to be fair, at this point, it's self-inflicted. Okay, my hand is, like, actually cramping a little bit. Computer, zoom out. It is for a certain surprise, so this is I'm keeping it mums. Mum's the word. Because it's part of a surprise thing we're doing. So this has been a solid month's work. And to be fair, I cooked. Like I genuinely think like this is like one of my most technically impressive pieces. But goddamn, if it hasn't also completely devastated me. I'm also realizing something about my choice of underwear. It's so good. Thank you. That genuinely is really nice to hear. I definitely feel like I've been making a lot of progress with my art, and I feel like this is to some degree like an exemplary of it, but also you know, it's the like eternal struggle of being like, well, you know, it's good, but you know, it's better than it used to be, but it's still not like, you know, there's still a long way to go. I can 100% see the improvement. Yeah, I have to remind myself that like certain things you're just not gonna see. And really this is, you know. Oh God, wait. Okay, hold up. I might have to do a little something because this does read unfortunately very flat. I might have to add some additional highlights here. Nope, that's not the right layer. So more like that. Lurking, drawing right beside you. You've come a long way. You've come a long way, StarkyMorph. Shut up. I swear to God. Fuck it. You know what? StarkyMorph as a recurrent bit might actually be like a genuinely solid. Like if I ever did like a subathon or like a streamathon or like a donathon, like it unironically would probably be like one of the things I would consider doing. Okay. That's not the right layer. Yuck, the inside of a semi-truck smells bad. For the plot, tell me what the plot's about. Okay. We're almost there. Okay. And to be fair, there's probably like some portion of this is mostly just like filler space. Welcome on, Roaring Jace. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. Currently, I am deep frying my brain trying to handle finer details. Okay. This song grumbles at. I mean, listen, Human Centipedes is a banger. There we go. Relationship goals, not gonna lie. I mean, listen, unironically, finding someone that you feel comfortable enough around to be like unapologetically weird as you want is like unironically kind of relationship goals. Okay. I'm gonna try to get some writing done for my latest novel. I figured this would be appropriate for your art mood right now. Yeah. This is a very fitting song, given given where I'm at right now. Okay. I'm doing some very, very quick highlighting. Oh god, Mario! Welcome on in, Raiders! Good idea! Hold up. Shit! It's a rough day, but you can top it. Welcome on in, Raiders! Good idea! For those who don't know, I'm StarkyMorph to get Chaos Pro Internet. Brightest stream of life for you Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Ads have started. God bless! Well, they're gonna save you. Welcome on in, Raiders! For those who don't know, you know, and those who are currently caught behind the advertisements, you know, for those of you who presumably have Twitch ads, here, let me the shout for Radical Mari. Good timing on that, Mary. I will say I am currently working on the thing. Welcome on, Ambrose. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. All right, let me see. Wow, you hit like right as the ads start too. Anyways, I was supposed to have a radio message here, but I forgot to copy and paste for Mario's stream. All good. Welcome on in, though, Godfather. Welcome on in, Yuki Murimana. Welcome on in, Shroomer. Welcome on in, Rari. Welcome on in, Code Page, JD Eggy, Gellard, Sylvan, Radical Mari. Welcome on in, for those who don't know. I'm StarkyMorph, big at Chaos Crew Internet, brings stream every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Mostly play indie games. However, every Tuesday and Friday for the last year now, we learn how to do smart. Currently, we are working on I mean, to be fair, like I technically don't need to look at the rest of the piece, so this is actually fine. Rory Pock, thank you for the follow. Rory Pack, like a pachyderm. Pokemon though, I'm currently deep in the sauce. Oh, well, rated from Mari. It's a rough day, but you can tough it. I definitely, you know, I feel you there. Unfortunately. Wait, zoom out real quick. Is a certain father mutt is a certain father mutt in the 5 planets are out of line.
Yeah.
Think about it, you sweet bean. No idea. Hypothetically speaking, if there was a Freddy that came in here on the raid, this definitely look away from your screen real bit. Everyone's have a rough day. It sucks. So remember the thing that you told me to make without a shirt, to make a shirtless version. Is the thing I'm working on for his the birthday thing. Suffice it to say, this is the single most complicated the piece I've done up to this point. I've been working on this for like a month, so like this has improved my mood by a million%. I'm sincerely glad to hear that. We actually are wrapping up because like I literally just have to add some highlights to the water. And then also there is a shirted version. Wait, when's Papa Mutt's birthday again? It's late October, so you got time. I merely just got the jump because I know my artistic process tends to be very, very slow. I love the tongue and the dogs being out. Well, for sure. Listen, it unfortunately doesn't quite have the flair I was hoping for. Because I was thinking more of like an extreme angle, even like leaning further into the water, but like, you know, with my limited understanding of anatomy and body positions and all that, this is not bad. But I'm glad that it's you know, people seem to be enjoying it, and I'm glad that it's brought your mood up. Yeah, but there's something in the water going on. Like, I swear to God. It's just like there's like some funk going on right now. It's like impossible to you know. It's not impossible. It's just like annoying. Oh, I should probably just make a new raster layer and. I draw mostly Bara. I draw primarily. I try to draw Bara. I, by no means am I. I wouldn't necessarily call myself, you know, skilled, but I am getting there. Pinterest is my friend with references. I still use it. I'm bad about using references. I need to use them more. I think you're great. I mean, it's the eternal artist thing. You know, it is the forever artist thing of like you know, when I look at my old pieces, all I can see are the issues. Use them; it's so helpful. I know it's it's like definitely one of my worst artist habits. I've drawn not safe for work to keep the lights on for a while. Hey, listen, I think there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, I would argue that any artist, is this Claire Obscure music? That's a good question. It is apparently Kingdom Hearts. I would argue any artist who has tried their hand at not safe for work has to have like a deep respect for it, because it's hard. You need a solid understanding of anatomy. Welcome on, Dragonfeb. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. John Nuss's work is very fun, to be honest. I need to do more of it. Don't tell anyone I can't draw feet worth of fuck. I mean, listen, this is where my paws are at. So, I mean, it's a work in progress. I'm also going to bed. Have a good night, bud. For sure. Thanks for bringing everyone over. I'll be sure to take good care of your community for the last little bit. Pause I got. That was hard, all right. Crowd laughs. Terrible. Human feet. Human feet are evil. Like paws, you can kind of get away with them looking a little jank because, like, you know, there's no analog. Like, you know, human feet though, it's like they're just as bad as hands in regards to like if they look wrong, people will notice. There's some good beans. I'm glad. It actually makes me really happy to, you know, that people are as, you know, the people are enjoying the piece as much as well, to be fair, we do have a pause specialist here with Garion. Would you like to see a recent piece of mine? I could post on your Discord, or Spicy Art isn't allowed. I can DM. For sure. Feel free. I'm definitely. I mean, I won't be sharing it on stream because I don't want my channel to get banned. But I'd love to see it. Oh God, no. No, don't get me wrong. Like, here's the thing. I've received plenty of, like, you know, being in the artist space means I feel like artists in general tend to be like, hey, look at this thing I made, and then you know, it'll be like you know, it'll just be like straight up porn, and you know, hey, it's really well drawn porn. What can I say? Like, it's just really, really well done. For Senate, are you okay with furry male nudity? It's tasteful. Yes. But no, like you know, I follow a lot of like I follow a lot of mature artists on Blue Sky, both on my main as well as my AD. So I'm very, very comfortable with it. I'm not sure willy-nilly keep my alt between me. Anyone that stumbles on my alt, Starky, you saw my last sketch practice, right? I don't think I did. Did you know I've been taking my hand at not safe for work? It's a moneymaker, all right? I mean, yeah, it doesn't surprise me. It depends. I imagine that there's probably, like, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, you'll make a solid chunk of change. I'm reminded distinctly of a conversation I overheard from while I was lurking in Not So Fat Matt streams, where he was it was something to the effect of like, yeah, My parents asked me what I do for a living, and I realized I can't show them any of my recent pieces because they're all Worgencock. So I can't show them. I think it's a sign I need to take more safe work commissions. I just think that that's a really funny that like it's like yep, nope, can't show them anything I made in the last 6 months. Let's go ahead and take some safer work ones. Let's go ahead and change up the pace. Hold up, I'm checking the Garion thing real quick. Oh, those are some excellent beans. My dad thinks I draw his manga. Garion, am I allowed to show that on stream? Because I'm pretty sure it's safe for work. That is extremely well rendered. God damn. So much art. It's so much art that I get inspired by. And I'm like it's the artist struggle of being like it's simultaneously like that's amazing art. I'm so glad I got to see it. Also, how do I draw like that? My parents know what I draw and actively encourage it. Grow that on stream, that's fair. Oh yeah, no. So the resident paw specialist. Wait. I feel like okay, you know what? I'm in the channel. I guess I just missed seeing this post. Where is no. Pobs. Good pobs. Honestly, I'm all self-taught. I would like, because I don't do the shit the most way do. Yeah, I definitely feel that. These are some good pobs. God damn, like it is wild watching all of my artist friends level up to some degree. I know that like I've improved as an artist in the year and a half since I started. Also Discord, please. Yeah, my Discord or how the heck did you render like that? They look so shiny. Magic, genuinely magic. Feel free to send over whatever you had. I mean, I'm assuming if it's not safe work stuff. What the fuck? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I said a second image. I did see the second image. But no, like, I'm not in it. Oh, I see. It's lab chat. I changed the command because I didn't want bots joining. Or at the very least, like, if a bot joins, it's, like, pretty obvious that they're a bot. Oh, I just realized, no, wait, you're already... Ignore me, I think I'm dumb. Is it? No. If you're asking about the beans, those were actually drawn by Garion. It was a practice sketch. It was a very light usage of overlay / glow layers to make it work. I'm like, part of me wants to like get really into like details and just like, you know, like add the, you know. Something like this, where like you just start like, you know, expanding outwards. Okay. People absolutely roast my ass when I stream my art process. Hey dummy, why are your lines so thick? You're making a coloring book. No, here's the thing. I'm perpetually in the struggle of being like, I wanna make my lines even thinner. But also like I need to just like meaningfully improve my anatomy. Don't get me wrong, like this is okay. I can do better though. I think to do better I need to just start being better about hold up. I need to start being better about okay, how long have I been in your server? I legit forgot I joined. Good question. Here. Okay. Now we add the no, we don't want that. Search materials. First part's smudged by squid ink. I was specifically instructed to check notes, something the boobs and belly bigger. I have not taken commissions yet, so I'm lucky that I've never had to, you know, I have not had to engage with make them bigger yet. Although if I ever do take commissions, I will, I'm sure I have to. What if I make this like a multiply? So the way that I've been progressing lately is just looking at other people's pieces, including humans, and just look at the lines and shapes. That's a good point. That's definitely how I've gotten, like, that's how I've improved in, like, my anatomy. Is definitely, like, looking at shapes. I need to be better about just breaking things down into various shapes. Like, that is definitely something I'm not great at. Good luck with arting and stream and lurking for sure. We're gonna be wrapping up here shortly. Mostly when once I figure out how to linear burn. Okay, so that was just like a weird artifact. To be fair, this is a big canvas. This is a what is this? This is like 3.5K by 3.5K by like 2K. Oh god, why did I do this to myself? I mean, once you start figuring out shapes and shapes, and then you'll be like, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, for sure, because it's all ends up being like relational. Like you know, the secret of art is that like lines only make sense in relation to each other, and once you figure that out, okay. Now we import an image, because I do consistently forget to do this, but I spent so much time on this that I will not this time. I will actually remember to sign my shit. Where is it? Desktop, art shiz, signature. I'm going to crash out. There we go. Someone else works on really big canvases. Oh, don't get me wrong. I think of it as a problem. Like I think it actually makes my life harder to do this, but I also like, because it means that I zoom in on all the fucking little, like, you know, nooks and crannies that no one's gonna notice or see. Let's see, and this is 2025. Okay. I think that is going to, here, let me go ahead and export it. One thing I love doing, like the part of the artistic process that I do genuinely love the most is seeing the time lapse. Oh god, Eclipse Paint does not like it. It is trying to generate a time lapse. Okay. Exporting time lapse. I don't know where it's exporting it. That's big. Looks 8,000 by 6,000 canvas of Rabbit Man with abs. Yeah, imagine having it that big. I mean, listen, it's all relative. To be fair, you know, I think like anything above 2 to 3K, like you know, like anything that's like, or like the dimensions are measured in thousands, apparently is like, you know, is considered a big canvas. So. Welcome on Corvette Bubble. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Oh God! Welcome on in, Raiders. Glad to have you. Oh, dearie me. This is not. Oh shoot, because we are just wrapping up right now. Welcome on in, the Raiders. Glad to have you. For those who don't know, I'm StarkyMorph, the Chaos Growing Unit. Friday stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Mostly I play indie games. However, every Tuesday and Friday for the last year and a half, I've been learning to do some art. And currently, I'm loving this read alert. You're gonna die here, Bucko. Because I am just in the process of finishing up this piece. So, oh, I have to make a September folder. That's right. I've been working on this thing for so long. I literally did not. I literally have not made a September folder yet because I've been working on this since late August. It happens. Welcome on in though, Raiders. Here. But yeah, no. This is currently a little bit over like a month's worth of work. This is going to be a gift piece for a friend's upcoming birthday, which is one of 3 different gift things I need to work on. One of the other ones is going to be art, and the other one's going to be writing. So at least that one's going to be a little bit easier, but still. Welcome on in. What were you up to? Presumably you were also up to art. If you have not following, Hunter is another artist, heckin' spectacular, super sweet bean. He does a lot of tummies, formerly known as Pikminpedia, if that name rings a bell to you. But yeah, let's see. I'm currently in the process of just exporting everything, so that way, like, I actually remember to do this, because otherwise I will forget. Oh my god, there we go. Gift art, export here. And then I'm probably gonna glaze this. Unfortunately, I can't really post it yet, so this September is gonna go by without me posting any of my art. But yeah, no. In terms of other art that I've done, one of the more recent pieces is this was for a raffle. This is
Spin!
a friend's slash fellow mod. I was playing Infinite Craft today. Someone suggested I tried it and created the fabled space where Unilolnado, whatever that is. You know what? That definitely sounds like an experience. But I'm glad you had a good time. Here, let me also make sure you got the Twitch shout out, since I. Oh, what? What do you mean share chat is what? Why did it do that? That was weird. Thanks, Twitch. Very cool. Okay, perfect. You did get the Twitch out. But yeah, no, other than that, the piece that I am the most proud of recently, outside of the one I'm just finishing tonight, is this piece from back in March. I've been doing art for about a year and a half, so I've still got a long way to go, but I am making progress in regards to the anatomy and, you know, structures. Twitch try not to be weird, challenge impossible. It really does feel like that sometimes. But yeah, no, we are unfortunately right at the end of the stream because I literally spent the last 3 hours just trying my best to handle lighting, shading, and then these fucking tattoos. I'm gonna crash out. Ooh, Mob Psycho 100 is actually my favorite anime, and I still need to watch season 3. Guess what? What? Your poggers? Shut up. But all right. Now all of that is done, though. It's so good. Thank you. Because I have a long way to go before I really get to a style that I'm happy with. Because I want to move towards a little bit closer to like the kimono. This is definitely like closer to the bai type I want to do. Because like I'm a big fan of bara and, you know, bulky men. So I've been doing art for a year and a half. You're already this good. That's really impressive. I mean, I hear that, and I hear that, and it genuinely it does make me really happy to hear. Because there's a bunch of art buddies that like I ended up starting art about the same time as like Trending Hobbit, Fox Thief Bran, and Dr. Wolf Walker all started art about a year and a half ago, and it's been kind of wild to see how all of us have like diverged in our art journey. But yeah, I'm getting distracted. I need to actually try my best to. But yeah, no, thank you for coming to hang out. Everyone learns at different rates. Yeah, I know, and to be fair, I am also aware that I actively like. You know, I should be doing more studies. I refuse to like. It's not spiraling. It's just like acknowledging things. Like, you know, I need to probably be doing more like fine detail studies and stuff like that. You know, to get some of the, you know, quirks of the way I draw fluff fixed. Have a good night. Well, for sure. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's see who's live. Let us see. We could raid over to someone else who's doing art. Alternatively, let me see. Oh, wait, you know what? I think Basil's doing a subathon. And I don't think I've ever rated into him, so let's go say hi to Basil Wolf. All right, use my emotes or whose emotes you happen to have. And let's go say hi to Basil Wolf. There we go. Anyways, if this is your first time here, I'm StarkyMorph, Big A Chaos Crewing Internet, variety streamer, live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Mostly I play indie games. I guess I can't even say I'm mostly I play indie games right now because half of what I do is art, and indie games are going to go down to like one stream a week at this rate. Because I am planning on picking up, what's it called? Shoot. I'm planning on picking up like video essay writing. Like that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Like, you know, energy allowing. But yeah, let's see. If you'd like to stay up to date with the stream, including I'll be going live, Blue Sky is the place to be, as it's the site that I interact with the most on outside of Twitch. Art that I make, art that I get commissioned, general ramblings, all the good stuff. We have a YouTube, which is mostly VODs there, although I will probably make a separate YouTube channel for video essays, because I feel like that's, I feel like it's kind of worthwhile kind of separating those, just that way like people can follow and get involved where they want. And of course, if you'd like to pick up some coffee, Dragon Rose Coffee is a sponsor of the stream. Discount code StarkyMorph to get 10% off and help support the stream. All right, I'm gonna send you all over to Basil. I will catch you tomorrow, where I guess we're gonna be doing writing. And yeah, we'll figure it out from there. I love you guys to bits, and I will see you then. Bye.